think what these people have done, and you know as well as I do that I offer contrition for my role in this infighting. But what these people have done is they've developed this grudge, and they are just going to grind it out until there's no UKIP left, quite frankly.
And you're basically accusing members of the National Executive Committee of doing that. Do you think they have tried to exclude Stephen Wall from this forthcoming leadership election? He's recognised that and thought, OK, sod you.
No, I'm not actually charging members of the National Executive Committee with this bullying of Stephen. I think it's other people in the party.
Well, who are you? Who are you charging with that then?
Well, that I will deal with privately, Ian, because
what kind of people? I mean, you need to tell us sort of roughly where they're from, even if you don't name them.
Well, there is an opposite wing of the party, as you well know. I won't be drawn into names.
So you're basically Douglas Carswell, Suzanne Evans. That's who you're fingering.
I'm not fingering anyone here, but the point of this is, these people you have to deal with these issues in private. To have this thing playing out in public looks so bad for the party, and it's not where the party should go. Somebody who is so anti the other side of the party, I am not going to settle my differences with these people in public anymore. That is unacceptable. This where we see ourselves now has come about because of this public infighting. Somebody needs to draw a line under it, and I intend to be that person.
Well, I see from the bookies, you and Paul Nuttall seem to be the joint favourites. He, I guess, because he was deputy leader under Nigel, would be seen as a unifying candidate. How can you become that unifying candidate?
Well, I've offered an olive branch to all sides of the party. I want everybody to come to me and talk to me and express their grievances to me. If they feel like they're owed an apology for something I've said to them in the past, then I will offer that apology. But right now, it's about the following things.
I think your phone's just going, and Suzanne Evans is on the line, Raheem.
Okay, well, go ahead, because if you'll offer her my best wishes and tell her that I think the party needs to move together, it'd be great to hear the same.
All right. Well, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when you have that conversation with us, Raheem. Thank you.
So, here's where I stand on the Douglas and the Neil Hamilton issue, by the way, and to some extent the Suzanne Evans, although she's a less important figure in this. I think what we need to do is approach these people en masse. A couple of us, maybe a bunch of us representing people, will go to Douglas Carswell's office and we'll say the following thing. Douglas, you've behaved very badly now for several years, really since you've joined the party. You don't appear to have had the party's interests at heart. Your local branch is falling apart. People in the local branch have split into two parties. Can you imagine that? And you have annoyed so many people. You've really upset so many people in this party who give money to the party, who go out and campaign for the party, who give their Saturday mornings and Sundays to the party, and this can't stand any longer. So here's what we want you to do, Douglas. Number one, we want you to hand over the entire short money to the Central Party, and the Central Party will disperse it throughout the regions. The Central Party will make sure that branches get it all across the country, and we will make sure that we have a proper research team working out of UKIP head office in London to make sure that we are taking over from the Labour Party as the opposition in the United Kingdom. That is what we need to do now with that money. We don't need Douglas Carswell's research team, his researchers, his Tory researchers, by the way. Think about that very carefully. He does not employ only UKIPers. He employs Conservative Party members and Conservative Party supporters in his parliamentary office too. And you don't believe me? I will prove it down the line of this election campaign if I must. I don't want to get into negative campaigning, but if I have to do it, I will do it. Because you guys need to see that, your money, the money that comes to the members of Parliament from taxpayers to help that party do research is going to paying the salaries of Conservative Party members, and that is not acceptable. So number one, Douglas, if you want to stay in the party, you can stay in the party, but you will have to, number one, hand over control of that parliamentary research unit and all the short money, and we will take care of it from here. Thank you very much. Number 2, you must make a public apology for everything you have done. You must personally apologise to Nigel Farage. You must personally apologise to every single UKIP member out there who you have blocked, who you have offended. Maligned, mistreated. And number 3, you must pledge in writing never to engage in negativity against your own political party or its members, supporters, and officials ever again. And if you break that contract, Douglas, bye-bye. A lot of you are saying, why wouldn't you just kick him out? Why not just get rid of him day one and have this problem finished? I'll tell you why. 2 reasons why. Right now, the media is looking for any reason that they can to say, oh, UKIP is in turmoil, it disagrees with itself, they want to kick their MP out, blah, blah, blah. We have to show that we are the reasonable ones. We have to show that Team Raheem, that the Make UKIP Great Again campaign is the reasonable ones. We're not asking to drop kick somebody out of this party. What we're doing is putting in some basic ground rules like grown-ups do. And so it bats off that criticism straight away. The other part of it is, there is, at this point in time, there is no mechanism that I understand, at least, and I know the UKIP rules pretty well, there is no mechanism that I understand whereby you can just simply kick somebody out of the party just like that. You know, this comes down to the National Executive Committee, it comes down to the party chairman, it comes down to the party leader. It's all this convoluted stuff. But I'm not saying that this is the way we're going to do it. I'm saying that this is my initial instinct, and I want your feedback. And if it turns out that you disagree, then we can change how we're going to do this. But let me put it this way. I have spoken to some pretty senior people in the party yesterday, if you know what I mean. And they said to me, that sounds like a very, very reasonable position. It sounds like that is something that will work. And you know why it will work? Because Carswell will never agree to do any of those things. So it puts him between a rock and a hard place. This is our party. This is, you know, this is what we are supposed to be doing, coming up with the solutions, and he's trying to get in the way of it. So I want to throw the ball back at him and say, well, this is up to you. If you want to stay in the party, if you want to be that guy, if you want to be in Parliament, you want to take your salary, you want to pay, you know, your wife to do your secretarial work, sign the contract. And if you don't sign the contract, you're out. Do you think he's going to sign the contract? Do you think I'm an idiot? Do you think I want to keep this guy in the party? Come on, guys.